Hello. I'll be speaking from Acts 9:32 through 35. It says, as Peter was traveling from place to place, he also came down to the saints who lived in Lydda. There he found a man named Aeneas, who is paralyzed and has been bedridden for 8 years. Peter said to him, Aeneas, Jesus Christ healed you. Get up and make your bed. And immediately he got up. So all who lived in Lydda and Sharon saw him and turned to the Lord. What does this passage say to you? What does it remind you of? Well, for me, it reminds me of when my mom tells me to get up and make your bed. I'm like, Mom, that's such an important task. Why do you want me to make my bed? There's so many more bigger and more important things. Well, it is important. Making your bed may be a small task, but it teaches you something new. It teaches you life skills. If you can make your bed, you can be trusted with the bigger task in life. Something else it also reminds me of as a saying is, if you can't make your bed, you can't run a business. Probably like, Josh, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? What does this even mean? Well, I look at this can apply into Christians' lives today as the bed is your own sins, and the business is other people's sins. Today, I feel Christians really worry about other people's sins over their own, and that's not good. It says in Matthew, why do you worry about the brother's sawdust in his eyes, and not the plank in your own? It means that we forget about our own sins, and we're always looking around seeing, man, he's got sin over here. He's got sin over here. Why are you worried about that? You haven't even dealt with the plank in your own eyes. Deal with your own sins before you mess around with other people's sins, because it's not right. If you're drinking a beer or something and then you see someone else drinking a beer, why are you saying, hey, put that down, that's a sin? Don't do that. Look what's in your own hand before you look at what's in other people's hands. And I love the other part when Peter talks about Jesus Christ healed you. He didn't say he did anything. He said Christ did that. Get up and walk. He healed you from your paralyzation. And I love that because I feel like today people don't really focus in who actually did something. God is the one that did that. When a preacher comes up on stage and he talks about a sermon, you're like, wow, that was amazing. That was really amazing. I love that. He had good points about these verses. Well, let's remember he didn't do nothing. That preacher man did not do nothing. God is the one that spoke through him. He had the Spirit over him. He told him what to say. He told him what verses to use. He told him what needed to be said to that congregation that day. And I feel that in the conclusion of this, I feel Christians today don't give God enough credit. We today as Christians need to give God more credit. God is the one that did that. God is the one that told me what to say during this speech. And I give God the credit of what I said today. And if you learned anything new, I did not teach you. God taught you.